Every stitch we make, making history. Pay attention, no tension on this we make.
Hey Flosstube, welcome to Stitching It. My name is Stephanie and I am happy to welcome my husband back on the show today, Nigel. He's gonna help me show you guys some finishes that I've been working on over the past month or two, and then we're gonna do the, what is it called? The Abby Bella Stitch pandemic tag. Okay, do you know what a tag is?
Tell me.
Well, it's a set of questions that we ask ourselves on our Flosstube, and then you can share the answers with your viewers, you know, and just like it's a set of questions. So.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
So,
can I show everybody my cup?
Yeah.
Can't touch this. All right. Okay.
Okay. So today is August 1st.
Yes, it is. Wow,
And
already?
Yes,
Already?
I know. You know, this summer I was worried about what was going on over the summer, and it has actually seemed to not drag by. It's seemed to. Okay, I'm just.
Zoom.
Yeah,
It's going pretty fast.
It has gone pretty fast.
2020 needs to go faster, but it's going fast.
Yes, it's almost time to start school back again.
Goodness.
You know, but you know, we haven't been anywhere or done anything. We've been really staying at home and trying to take this pandemic thing seriously, and it seems like you know, a lot of people still don't really believe that it's going on or something like that. So it's hard to believe. So since we've been staying home so much, I have been trying to experiment with framing some of my own works, you know, instead of taking it anywhere to be framed. And yes, custom framing. So I ordered a couple of custom frames from pictureframes.com, and I ordered one from americanframe.com, and so I wanted to share those with you today. Yeah, very exciting.
It is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, anyway, this piece that I'm going to show you first, I finished in October, and it's Jenny Bean's Halloween Sampler, and I stitched it on 40 count Bramble from Picture This Plus, and this is one that I ordered. I just ordered the frame for, and I laced it myself and everything like that. So let me show it to you. Yes.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a square frame. I'm going to get up and show them a little bit better.
Do. Oh, yeah.
It's a square frame, just a plain black frame. Wow. And there it goes. There's the focus. So I love this piece. It's been hanging up in my office without a frame, but I'm very, very happy to see it framed. Like I said, I laced it myself. These frames came with plexiglass, but I chose not to use them for the sampler ones that I'm showing because, you know, I didn't think it was necessary, and I already have a few pieces of needlework that are framed without glass. So I don't, you know, that's really a question that that people ask me a lot. I mean, even people that don't stitch, they're like, do you put it under glass or not? Mm-hmm. And especially if you have a mix of older pieces that maybe not necessarily be under glass. You know, it's a question of do you want to put it under glass? And like I said, these picture frames came with plexiglass. They didn't come with actual glass.
Right.
So, and there was different grades you can buy of that, but for the samplers, I didn't want to put anything on top of it.
Tell them where you ordered the frame from.
Pictureframes.com.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that one came from pictureframes.com, and they cut the frames. It took about 3.5 weeks to get the whole thing back from the time of the order.
Right.
But the other one I had framed from pictureframes.com. Wow. This is actually part of the Diversity and Inclusion SAL and the Representation Matters SAL. I've been participating in that, and this is Stone Street Stitchworks.
Wow.
What is it called? Martin Luther King Jr. Sampler. And so this is a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. I picked out an antiqued looking frame. So this was a fun stitch, and you can tell, I don't know if you're familiar with that piece. This is a piece that was available on Stone Street Stitchworks Etsy store. I think it's still available, but for a while she had it available for 50 cents as long as you donated to a charity of your choice. So I donated to our local food bank, the Southeast Gwinnett Co-op.
Nice.
And
love them. They're awesome.
yeah, they really help our community a lot. And let's see, I can't tell if it's in focus right now. Yeah, I picked my own colors for this. This is stitched on 36 count aqua from Zweigart, and I picked my own silks that I just had from Stash. There's a dinky dye, a Gloriana, a color in cotton, and I don't remember what else, but yeah, it's very feminine and cute and everything. I love it. The only thing I'm not sure about is because I don't have any other pieces that are like this color or decor that's this color. It's just something that I'm still, I don't know where to put it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where to put it because it doesn't really match a lot of my decor that I have.
I really like the frame. I really like the frame, and is this the original way that it was kitted, or did you change the colors?
Yeah, I changed all the colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It really sticks out. And then, you guys don't get a chance to really get the full effect, but the frame is really nice.
Yeah.
I like the antique feel.
It is a good frame. It's actually a pretty thick frame, but that's okay. It even stands up on its own. So like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I stitched this in conjunction with another piece for the Diversity and Inclusion SAL and the Representation Matters SAL, and so I stitched it for you, not that one.
I know, for me. This has been the one that she's been keeping from me.
Yes, I do.
And it hasn't been easy.
No, I wanted to share it as soon as I was finished because I love the way it came out, and I stitched this piece, like I said, for the Diversity Inclusion SAL, but I ordered the frame and framed it myself the other day from AmericanFrame.com, and I just love the way it turned out. So,
and before she shows it to you, you can see she's been hiding this thing for a few days.
Yeah,
right?
It's not that big, but it is special to me, especially when I wanted to give it to you, So, this is something I stitched for your office area. So this is.
Wow, I've seen it for the first. Wow.
Yeah.
I like how the frame came out. Wow, look at that.
Well, you can look at it.
That's really nice. Wow.
It's got a dog hair on it. So.
Hold it up. I can see it that way.
Okay, you can see it that way.
Yeah, I'll hold it up for you. It looks amazing.
I'm going to get up close and show it.
Yeah, of course.
But this is a portrait of Dr. Martin Luther King from craftscross.com. And they do have many different patterns of people of color on that website.
Wow.
And they're all done the same way, with a black background and then with the contrasting, in shaded tones, in grayscale. They're all similar to that. So I really liked it. I picked this square frame. It was kind of difficult because the fabric that I stitched it on was rectangle, and it wasn't really enough to
hey.
to leave
It's my new friend. He's gonna
But
be
I really
that.
liked the square look, especially with this matte.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, I'll get up closer so I can show you guys again. But I left the plexiglass on this one because since it is on black fabric, you know, I thought it would get dusty. And it's okay, you know, I just wanted to protect it. And especially since I got this matte. It's a light gray matte. It's not actually white or off-white, but it goes perfectly, I think. And then, of course, just a plain black frame. I'm very, very, very happy with the way it came out. It's not too big. You know, it's only, I want to say it's like 70 stitches by 90 around, so.
I love it. I love it. First of all, I got to give you a live, unplanned kiss for that.
Thank you.
Hey, I do want to say that I'm so thankful that you did Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, I mean, you'd have to be from another planet not to know something about Martin Luther King. And I just love that his message was always so intellectual and accessible to all people. So he inspires me, and I'm just thankful to be able to have it on my desk. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'm glad you like it so
jealous.
much. You know, and you know, it means a lot to me, especially like I said, you just mentioned, you know, that he made some great contributions, you know, that are so important to our society. And you know, yeah, I thought about it a lot. I actually listened to a lot of his sermons. I'm talking about not even his famous speeches, just regular sermons that I found on YouTube that he gave just in his church, you know, in Ebenezer Church or whatever it's called. So I think stitching on something, it's kind of changed my perception as far as like when I was stitching on things that are just adorable or cute or something like that. You know, it's really nice to be able to stitch on something more serious or something that really gets, that you can think about and really consider, you know, things that are just more important than just purely just entertaining yourself.
Right.
So that's what I really liked about that diversity and inclusion, Sal, and representation does matter. You know,
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to find as many patterns of people of color, but you know, since this Sal has started, there's been a lot of response from it. So there's a lot more choices than there were. So that.
And I did want to say, because she won't tell you, two things I wanted to say. When I came into the room and I saw you, or I actually witnessed you listening to different speeches of Martin Luther King while you were stitching, that really struck me, you know, that experience. So it's almost like you were experiencing him as you were stitching. I thought that was amazing. And I think that it's only right with stitching and all the beautiful things that you guys do and all the different colors that you do it in, that those colors represent all the people of different colors. So I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm glad you had that reaction. So those are all the another kiss. Okay.
Okay. She's gonna get me for that.
Yeah.
But, you know.
This is not the kissing show, okay?
They kiss too.
Yeah. Oh no.
They kiss too.
Here comes the dog.
When your Rottweiler
she
shows
wants
up
some
on set
kisses too,
real time,
yes.
and you just
She's not in the camera.
you just
but
kind of
she's-
roll with it.
All right, Maddie. Okay. Those are all the framed finishes that I have to show you. That I show you, but I have some more just regular finishes. Come on, Maddie, lie down.
Stitching it, the outtakes.
That's okay. Where did I put them?
That is super cool.
Okay. All right. So I've been working on trying to finish stuff, and this was the next piece I finished, and I did it as part of the Connie G birthday Sal here on YouTube, and this is a Little House Needleworks called Giving Thanks, and it's pretty small, but anyway, I'll show you. It takes a minute for this focus to pull, but okay. That was really cute. I stitched it in hand, so it went pretty fast once I decided to start to finish it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it either. I don't think I'm going to frame it. I'd like to finish to do something, maybe a flat fold or something other than that. But there's a freebie called Pins and Needles, and I did that too. That was in the chart too. And that was just really quick and easy. And I don't know. You know, I just did it to I did it to participate in Connie G's birthday sale in November, you know, but I didn't
What's Connie G's does she have a channel?
Yes, Connie G Stitches, I think.
Cool, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, this was only the first Little House Needleworks piece that I did, and it's cute. Like I said, it's cute, but I kind of like stitching on more serious pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's nice.
It's nice. So
yeah.
That was fun. I did it with it came with Classic Colorworks thread. So, but this one is I plan to get this next one framed, and that is a reproduction sampler of a pretty small one called Emma Mills 1839. I started this last summer, and I originally started it with Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. I wanted to stitch them together, but really I was like, this is almost finished. I'm just going to push this through and get it finished. And I used a lot of most of the called for colors, but you can see this sort of tealy color, and then there's more pink. Also, the pink color was not originally charted like that, and that was just my own personalization. You know, I stitched I think S and G for my initials in a different color, and like I said, it's just a band sampler. It's nice. This is on 36 count colonial parchment from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie, and I love that fabric. I think it's so pretty. I've got Houses of Hawk Run Hollow on it. I would have ordered it again if I just, you know, I don't know. It's a nice fabric. It really is. So
I like it.
Yeah, I'd like to put it in a frame, and but
are you gonna frame? Do you plan to frame those in the same way that you frame the others?
I would definitely order from Picture Frames. And, well, American, they were both comparable experiences. They were about the same. They came within days of each other when I ordered them, and I would. The only thing is, I think, well, I don't know. You know,
what about price?
It was about comparable. I mean, I ordered 2 frames from Picture Frames, and then if you get a coupon, you know, they have coupons that they email out pretty regularly.
Oh, really? What, you got to join their mailing list?
Yeah, their mailing lists and things like that. So, yeah, it's cute. It's a little sampler. This is from the Scarlet House. I don't know if I said that, but it is. So that was nice. That was my first reproduction sampler that I've finished, and but that is all the finishes that I have right now to show you. I am just showing finishes today, and like I said, I think we're going to answer the Bella Stitch pandemic tag, but I'm going to come back with another video in a couple of days and show you whips and starts and plans and things like that. You know, just on my own. You know, we're just doing so. Now I'm just gonna do the Bella Stitch pandemic tag, and I'm gonna ask questions, and we're gonna answer them. Okay? We're gonna answer them together as a couple. Okay? So
questions have not been pre-screened.
Yes.
So hopefully she doesn't get too invasive.
No, they're fine. But okay. So the first question is, what country are you in?
The good old US of A.
Yes, we're in US of A, and I mean, the southeast. We're outside of Atlanta, actually. So, number 2, when did you start staying home?
I don't remember when it started.
I remember.
Feels like forever.
It was basically really the middle of March. Okay?
Really? Has
Yeah.
it been since March?
It was the middle of March. And I'm saying we've been getting all of our groceries delivered. I mean, we have some older kids and they have gone to the store a couple times for us, but for the most part,
Did they come
we've
back?
been getting,
No.
yes, they came. We've been getting our groceries delivered. We haven't been
To church?
We haven't been to church. We haven't been.
That's different. Like,
We've been to the doctor a couple times, I
We did,
guess.
yeah.
But, other than that, we've been staying at home. So number 3, did staying home bother you?
well, not at first. It was fun at first. It's just like anything else. It's cool until you feel like you have no other choice.
Yeah.
That was my perception. What about you?
Yeah, it was hard at first, especially, like I said, with the kids being at home all the time, too. But I think I'm used to that now, and I would miss it once this stops. Our kids are going to be doing digital learning. Digital learning as opposed to homeschooling.
Right.
I don't know.
It just sounds more sophisticated.
They're going to be public
Digital
school
learning.
students, but they're still going to be at home.
Right.
So,
Which I think is amazing. I just wanted to jump in and kind of add, because it almost lends to this medium in the way that you communicate and the Flosstube community communicates is through this medium. Now the whole world is going to school, working in this medium. So like the whole world is caught up to something that you guys were already doing. And who would have known that we would be digital learning or virtually commuting? It's just interesting. I think it's
Yeah.
interesting.
it is interesting, but it would be really hard if we didn't have those technologies.
Right. Thankful. Very
But
thankful.
number 4, are you an essential worker?
I'm definitely not.
Well, I don't work. I mean, outside of the home. Before this started, we have a pretty
Everyone
large
just
family.
turned it off. No, just you know.
No.
What? You do work. Your work.
Yes, I work.
Your work is never done.
No,
How about
it's
that
not.
one?
There's always something to do. I mean, women who stay home, they understand.
Yeah.
We do have a large family. Our mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, his mom lives with us, and she requires a lot of care. And so that's me. Do you want to talk about anything about what you?
Well, I work. People call me to troubleshoot their electronics, their computers, and their phones. Which I guess, we're not essential workers, but it's important because people are working from home, and they need to make sure that their computers are working so they can do their Zoom calls. And I speak to teachers who need to, officiate their classes. So so that's kind of what I do. So
But
I guess
you were already working from home. You're
Yeah.
not, you don't have to.
again, the world caught up to me. People used to say, "Hey, you work from home?" Now do you not work from home? So things
Yeah.
change. Things change
Yeah,
quickly.
we've been really thankful that a lot of things haven't
Right.
changed for us since the pandemic. We really are blessed. So
With cabin fever.
okay. No, so that leads into the next question, number 5. How do you cope with the current situation? Coffee. Yes. Stitching. Just our hobbies, Nigel likes to make music. Yeah.
That's another show.
Number 7, how many projects have you finished since lockdown? Okay, that's me. That's a question
That
for
is
me.
you. That's
That's a good
all you.
I think 7.
It's a good
I
number.
didn't count, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just looking around.
Several.
I think 7.
Say several.
Several.
Like that word. It just dances off the tongue. Several.
Okay, this is going to be a fun one. Number 8, where have you been doing your pandemic stash shopping?
Oh man, I don't know if I want to hear this one. Should I?
I haven't done that much actual shopping. I don't feel like because I'm in 2 fabric clubs at this point, the Picture This Plus and the Colored Cotton. So I'm getting stuff, and I'm in a thread club too.
She's got it coming to her.
Yeah.
It's just coming.
So, but I have been able to avoid 1, 2, 3 stitch. There's just not. Yeah.
Why? Why would one avoid?
Because they're backlogged. They're so backlogged with orders, and plus they're way out in the Midwest, so it's not close to us. So I haven't seen a need to order anything from 1, 2, 3 stitch. I've been able to get everything I need, like as far as thread.
They just unfollowed, by the way.
No, needles and just random little stuff. It doesn't anything that I can get from String Theory Needle Arts, which is that's Jackie, and she lives in Georgia, and I don't know exactly where. It's in North Georgia.
Plug Jackie.
Yeah, she has her website, like I said, is stringtheoryneedlearts.com.
Cool.
And just depending on where you live, it's well worth trying to find a local online retailer. She lives in Georgia, so she can get everything really, really quickly to me, and that's where
she can just bring it to us.
Yeah,
Jackie just bring it to us.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before. When we were still meeting up in person, I met her at the Gainesville meetup.
Oh, really? Okay, so you had a chance to stitch with Jackie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And her husband. He stitches too. Yeah.
Tell him come over.
So I think that's the most place I've ordered from, but I've also ordered from eBay once. I ordered from Amazon once or twice, for stitching related stuff. And let's see, I think I ordered from stitchandfrog.com once. So I'll link those, but okay. I had to restart the camera. It only records for like 30 minutes at a time, so let's see. Number 9, are you joining the Damn It Megan Sal?
I hadn't planned to.
I guess the Pandemic Stitch Along, the Long Dog sampler that just came out, Pandemic, that's also known as the Damn It Megan Sal, I guess, because she was pressuring
That's Stitching May?
Yeah, Stitching May, yeah. She was pressuring people to start it with her.
Wow, peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Well, there's comfort in numbers, I guess.
I like how that sounds.
But it's a good chart. And yes, I am joining it. I am stitching Pandemic, and I've started it, but I'm not going to show it today. I'll show it in the next video when I show my whips and stuff like that.
Cool.
So,
Whip it.
Are you, number 10, are you joining Stitch M in her schlong along? No, unfortunately, I'm not joining the schlong along at this time. I looked this up. Stitch M has a stitch along that's a mirabilia chart, I guess, that can look like male parts or something if you stitch it in a certain way or something like that. I don't know, but I'm not doing it. Like we already had this talk about.
I'm not touching that one.
Yes. Hashtag I'm not touching that one. That's really good. Okay, 11. What other SALs have you joined? Okay, so I just finished up my diversity and inclusion SALs. I've said that already. I was, I'm in a few, I don't know. I don't even know what pandemic SALs. I'm trying to think. I join a SAL, every week, it seems like. I have a project that'll fit along with it, so I don't even know. Number 12, what are you looking forward to in the second half of 2020?
Wow, now that's a good one. That's a good one. What are you?
Well,
life. No.
Honestly, I don't know what to, when this whole pandemic thing first started, I was prepared to go into hibernation mode, until at least the end of 2020, if not going way into 2021. I was prepared mentally for this to happen, and I don't want to risk risk it. You know, it's pretty
Risk
serious.
Risk what?
Risk our lives. So, I don't even know like what I'm looking forward to. I'm just like looking like you know, it's gonna be the same.
I'm gonna jump in, and
Monotony.
I'm gonna jump in with you and say I think the question in itself gives thought on what we should be thinking about. You know, not so much being focused on what has happened, because we don't have any control over what has happened, but just the idea that there's still more to come. So there's more living to do. There's more for us all to do. So I think it's a hopeful question. At least that's how. It's a hopeful question.
Yeah, it is a hopeful question, but anyway, that wraps up that tag.
It's a pretty cool tag.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't all stitching related, but we still got to share stuff. So
And sharing is caring. For the Care Bear in you. No.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. All I wanted to show you guys today. You know, I said I'm going to come back in a couple of days when I get a chance to sit down to do an update from my stitchy spot. But I want to thank Nigel for joining me. And
Thank
Martin Luther
me.
King.
I just showed up. You look what you did for me.
Yeah, I like
And he
it.
looks super
It looks
cool.
really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't just look like a cross stitch. It looks, I mean, with the frame and everything, it does look pretty formal and nice. Anyways. So, but that's all we have for today.
Hey, with Martin Luther King, we got. Hey, let's end. I mean, there's so many great Martin Luther King quotes. One, and I'll do me, and I think you should end it off. One that sticks out to me is when he talks about injustice. He said that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Mm-hmm. So the whole idea that it's not just me, not you, not just as it benefits me, but injustice anywhere has to be proactively tackled because it's a threat to justice everywhere. And I love that. Mm-hmm. What about you? Do you have a favorite?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to paraphrase it, I guess. But I remember when he was talking about one time that we're living in a global, we're living in a neighborhood. You know, he was giving this thing about you wake up and you get your coffee and it's from South America. And you might get the cup and the cup might be from, I don't know, China. And you're wearing a shirt and it's from the South Pacific, and you're doing all these things, and even before breakfast you've involved basically the whole world in your routine and all of your stuff, and it's in your house. So you can't separate one person. You know, we're all part of a
global
neighborhood. And he said that, you know, that was even before the internet and everything like that.
Before people had cell phones,
So-
and before you can talk to people on the other side of the country, he was already thinking about stuff like that. That's amazing.
Yeah, and amazing people are like that though. They think ahead.
Yeah.
They're ahead of their time. So
That's on my desk.
yeah, so it can inspire you. So anyway, we're gonna get going, and I wanted to say thank you again to Nigel for coming on and joining with me. It was a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys next time, and happy stitching.